Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? Listen, I finally calculated it, right? It is day number 17 of your free homeschool coaching, right? We're going live every day for 30 days straight with free homeschool coaching, and we're on day 17. I honestly cannot believe that it has been that long, that it's been 17 days. Like we're on day 17, y'all. Hey, Shaquana. Hey, The Real Homeschool Life. Hey, Uplifting. Thank y'all so much for joining me. I cannot believe that it has been, we're on day 17, y'all. I can't believe it. I'm actually kind of shocked. I'm doing good, child. I'm doing real good. So, how's everybody doing today? Hey, Felicia. Thanks for joining. Oh, I can see comments today. Hey, Jonisha. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Loretta. Hey, Sylvia. Sylvia, where you been? I haven't seen you in a mastermind in about 2 weeks, I think. Y'all doing okay today? Ooh, my camera is all jacked up on Instagram. Hold on, y'all. Let me slide. There we go. Is that better? Y'all not looking at my nose anymore? 17 days. The Real, you funny. You funny. All right, how is everybody doing today? It is day 17 of your free homeschool coaching. Yesterday, I got blocked in some groups, in homeschooling groups, because they said that I need to give more than I take. I am giving free coaching, so I'm not quite sure what I'm taking out of there. All I do is come in and give free coaching, share stuff. So, listen, I was weak with no energy. Oh, okay. I hope you feel better. Get you some zinc and all that good stuff. So today is day 17 of your free homeschool coaching. I have posted some really touchy subjects today. I'm gonna scoot back, y'all. Some touchy subjects today on my Facebook page if you have not been watching. But one of the things is, one of the questions I always get asked, always. Hey, Aisha, they don't want you to shine. I know, ain't that sad? Like it's us. That's the bad part about it. It's a homeschool group. Literally, I shared my video, my homeschool coaching videos. They went in and deleted all of them and then sent me a message and said that I need to give more than I take and blocked me. All I can do is see what is in the group now. Child, I don't know. I'm not worried about it. I believe that the people who need the information will get it regardless. And so it is what it is. So anyway, I'm here. I posted two big things, right? So I posted some posts today, and one had a robot, and it was asking about like what qualifies you to educate your children. And so we're going to talk about that today, right? And then I think tomorrow we're going to talk about the other one that I posted. Have y'all seen the other one? Let me know. Throw me some hearts or some thumbs up if you saw the other one. Let me know. The Real says, you give so much free content. Thank you for blessing us. Oh, absolutely. I appreciate it, because that's the goal. Like, I want to help you. Of course, this is a business, right? I do own a business, but I also want to help you, especially right now because of what everybody's going through. And I don't really know what to say about that. I won't apologize for offering to help. I just won't. I will not. So if you remember the post, so I had two posts today. They both had robots. Tell me if you remember what they are. Somebody tell me. Hey, Jones. Somebody either posted in the comments what the second one was, or go ahead and throw me hearts or something if you remember what the second one was. Anybody? Nobody remembers? Both of them had robots on them, and both of them had me sitting there like this, like the emoji thing like this. Socialization. Right. Socialization. Good job, The Real. So, okay, or That Real. I done made that up. So I will talk about that one tomorrow, right? But I'm going to talk today about the very first one I posted, right? And the first one that I posted was about being qualified to educate your children. Okay, so this is a conversation that happens all the time. People always come up, people always have something to say about you being qualified to educate your children, right? And here's the thing, with a lot of people educating their kids at home right now because of the pandemic that's going on, they tend to think that what we do as homeschoolers is easy, really not understanding the difference between home education, public school at home, and homeschooling. They are two different things, right? We've had that conversation. We talked about that. If you want me to go back over it, I can go back over it for sure. But you get posts and people say, oh, I like this home. Like some people be like, I like this homeschooling thing. This is cool. See, this is how I have everything set up. And then I'm like in my head trying to let them be great without hating on them. I'm like, y'all are really not homeschooling. Y'all are doing public school at home. Somebody is laying the lesson plans out for you and telling y'all what to do, and then y'all take it to the kids and do whatever. Not to mention all of the Zoom meetings and all that stuff like that. That's really not homeschooling, to be honest with you. That's not homeschool, how homeschool works. But I'm gonna let them be great, right? Let them shine in their moment because they're loving this. Who knows? There may be tons of people that realize that they are capable of educating their own children as well and decide to go ahead and shift into homeschooling. So y'all go be great. I'm not hating at all. But we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that issue. Okay. So what qualifies me to be great or be a good teacher for my child? What are my qualifications? Y'all tell me, what do you think? What are your qualifications for teaching your child in homeschool? This is a good subject. If you're coming in on Facebook, say, hey, what's up? Let me know you're here. And then I need all of y'all to share. Let's get some people in here, okay? But what are your qualifications that makes you able to teach your children? I just want you to hear yourself out loud, because here's the thing. You get into it, right? And people start fussing and talking noise about you, oh, they homeschooling. What qualifies you? I saw a post in a group the other day saying the same thing. This guy posted something. It wasn't the other day, it was today. This lady posted in the group. I guess she was going back and forth with the guy, and it was a post. And the guy was telling her that kids who are in traditional school are smarter than kids who are in homeschool. And I'm like, how can you even make that broad statement that everybody who is in traditional school, no matter what is going on, what they have, they are more intelligent than people who are homeschooled? How can you say that out loud, right? And so, my response was, right, because I don't really care. I'm like, why are you even entertaining this dude? Why are you having this conversation with him? Who cares what he thinks? Obviously, he's one-sided. Like, why do you care? Why have that conversation? If I say my opinion, you say your opinion, and we can't agree to disagree, you're going to try to keep proving me wrong. We're not going to keep having that conversation. I'm done with it. I'm not going to waste another breath on it. Not at all. And that's just how I feel about the situation. That's how I feel about anything. Ask my husband. He said he was going to come on here to troll me, y'all. He probably is. But ask my husband. When we talk, we have arguments, y'all. He'll say his piece. I'll say my piece. He'll say his piece again in a different way. And I'll say my piece in the same way. And then I'm like, I'm done. Like, I don't want to keep talking about this. I'm done. Life is too short. I'm not going to keep wasting my breath on this. I'm done. And then he gets mad because I shut down the conversation. That's a whole nother thing. Then we get into an argument because I just shut down the conversation. But that's how it runs for us in our house in general. That's how I am in general. I'm just not going to keep arguing with you. You have the right to believe whatever you believe for whatever reasons you believe it. I'm going to say my piece, hopefully give you some insight. If you accept that insight, great. Awesome. Maybe you'll give me some insight and I need to accept it. No problem, right? But I'm not going to sit here and beat you over the head with the same concept over and over again. That's not me. That's not what I do. So y'all tell me sitting here. So I got Jonisha, Stephanie, Loretta, Sylvia, and then I've got the real Jones. Who else is on here? Let's see. Aisha's on here. Felicia's on here. Uplifting is on here. Shaquana is on here. Okay, so I have all y'all on this live. I need you to tell me what qualifies you to teach your children. What qualifies you? Come on, y'all. Somebody answer. Let's lay it on out there. Yep, agree to disagree, right? Nikki, okay, thank you. I'm probably gonna forget. I will try not to forget. Nikki, I'm sorry. But y'all do me a favor. Somebody, either on Facebook, Instagram, somebody tell me. I want you to say it and I want you to hear it. Like, I want you to hear it in your heart, and let's talk about it. What qualifies you to educate your child? What qualifications do you have? Anybody? Let me see. Let me refresh on Facebook, because Facebook was tripping yesterday. Me. Joan says me. Okay. You qualify, right? You don't need anybody else to qualify you. You're absolutely correct. Okay, here go the comments. Let's see. Jonisha says, being a mom. Hey, Jessica, thanks for joining. Stephanie says, my qualifications are, I know my children better than anyone else, so that makes me qualified. Boom. There you go. Okay. Nikki says, my passion and determination to never give up on my children's education. Boom. There you go. Loretta says, I am their mom. Hey, Latoya. Latoya says, I'm my child's biggest advocate. There you go. Hey, Mrs. Soprano. All right, those are some good reasons. So listen, when you guys have this conversation, when people come up to you and ask you questions like, what makes you qualified, okay? And then let's just be honest, when you are late at night and you're frustrated and things aren't going the way that they're supposed to go, like your kids are getting on your nerves, they're right, like wearing you out, right? In those moments, I need you to remember that. I need you to remember why you're qualified, because I'm their mama, right? I was blessed with them. They mine, okay? Nobody knows them better than I am. That's what you said. I'm the mama, okay? Nobody knows them better than I am. I'm qualified because I will never give up, that I'm determined to make this happen, that I'm my child's biggest advocate. So in that moment, when people question you as an educator for your child, say that to them. I'm their mama, and say it just like that. Say it in your voice. This is Sean's voice, right? This is how I talk. But you say it in your voice. I'm their mama, okay? They my blessing, right? I will always advocate for them. I am determined to get it done. Y'all say that to those people. You don't have to keep fighting. You don't have to keep bumping heads. You don't have to prove to anyone about your decision to homeschool your children. You don't. And I will forever tell you that. Here's my thing. Y'all know, if you've been with me, I know Loretta's been with me. I know Janisha, Latoya has been with me. They probably will remember exactly what I tell people all the time. I'm sorry you don't agree with my decision to homeschool my children that I have been blessed with, but I have thought about it. I have prayed on it. I have meditated, whatever term you want to use. And I believe that this is the best decision for my child, not your child, but my child. Okay, y'all have to have that conversation with them. Like, y'all, you have to. Let's see. Nikki says, I taught in the school system. LOL, I stopped questioning my abilities. Listen, Nikki, yeah, you're a school teacher, so you don't need to question your abilities. You have more things. And here's the thing. I posted, one of the things was, because I spent hours, prepping or comparing, I'm sorry, I can't think of exactly what I said, but I spent hours creating a lesson personalized, for my child. That's what makes me qualified. Y'all don't know how many lessons that I have sat at this desk and I have read and I have studied so that I can make sure that I can give my kids the information that they need. That is what makes me qualified, because it's important for me to teach my kids the information that they need and to teach it accurately. Okay. And does it always work? Do I always have the right method? No, sometimes I'm wrong. Sometimes I suck at it. However, the passion to educate them better or to educate them in a personal manner always overrides that. Always. People will always ask me when I'm going to send them back to school. Never. Exactly. None of your business. How about that? None of your business. None of your business. Okay. Sylvia says, the fact that I love them more than anyone. I have patience and know them better than anyone else. All right, y'all, because it's going to get rough. Let's just be honest, y'all. It's going to get rough. It's going to be one of them days where them kids wearing your behind out, they double dutching on your last nerve. Y'all know what I'm talking. Y'all know. Y'all mamas, y'all daddies, they double dutching. Ready to jump in. Ready? Who jumping in first? Okay, the oldest jumping in. Boom, she jumps in, right? And as soon as she gets out, here come the middle one. Boom, he jumping in, right? And then as soon as he gets out, the younger one gets in. They are double dutching on your last nerve. Tag teaming. Do you hear me? They are tag teaming your behind, right? It's in those moments you're going to have to speak to yourself, speak to your situation, speak to your heart, your mind. I got this. Nobody else is more qualified for this position to educate the children, my children, than I am. Nobody else in the world. Nobody else. My passion alone. I have spent hours, y'all, Some things that I hate to learn. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Things that I hate to learn, but I know that I can teach them. I have spent hours learning it, researching it so that I could give it to my children's to my children. The other thing too is things that for instance that I know I'm not good in, math or whatever the case may be. Spanish, I didn't take Spanish, y'all. I took Japanese and only remember head, knees, shoulders. What is it? Atama kata hiza ashi, the head, shoulders, knees and toes, he's and toes. That's what I remember from Japanese class. Like, that's it, right? That's all I taught. I am smart enough, right, to know that I am not well versed in Japanese or well versed in Spanish. And so I will hire somebody or get somebody to help my children with that particular subject. Y'all, we can do this. I get so many clients, y'all, that are just heartbroken, right? Like, just heartbroken. I'm going to fail. How can I do this? I don't feel like I'm doing enough and I don't do this. And let me tell you that, guys, here I am, right? My daughter is taking college courses to get, taking a class to get the CLEP credit, right? My oldest daughter. My son is taking some stuff, my youngest is doing good. And I still have the same conversation with myself, y'all. Man, am I doing enough? Are they going to be okay? When they get out in the world, are they going to be able to succeed? Like, am I doing enough or am I leaving too much out? Because here's the thing, we all know in regular school, right? We all know that there's information that they're getting that they don't necessarily need and they're not going to use, right? We know that. So sitting here, we have to think like, man, am I giving them enough? Y'all, I have this conversation with myself. The same questions you ask yourself, I doubt myself sometimes, like, dang, are my kids supposed to be further than what they are? And then I have to talk to myself like, nah, fam, like, it's okay. So they're not where they're supposed to be, right? But who made those numbers? Somebody made up a number. Somebody said, based off of the age of 9, okay, everybody who's 9 years old should be at this level, right? Everybody should be the same. But we all know that we're not the same. We all know that we are not created the same. We all know that we don't learn the same. We all know that we don't see things the same, right? We don't. So how are we going to characterize an entire age group of kids and say at the age of 9, this is how you should be, when we know that's not true? We know that now as adults that that's not how it works, right? I'm almost 40. I'm 39, almost 40. The next lady that is almost that 39, almost 40 is not going to be the same as me, created completely different from the head to the toe, right? All the way down. Let's see. I asked myself the same question more often than not. And we all do, Jones. That's the thing. We all do. We all ask that question. We all say to ourselves, are we teaching them enough? Are they going to be okay? My biggest fear, let me just be, we're gonna talk, right? The transparency. If you judge me, then okay, it is what it is. But here's the thing. I'm concerned about my children being able to make it when they're adults, right? Because when I became an adult, when I was 19 years old, I was like 18 years old in my mama's house, moved 19 years old, I was in my daddy's house, and then I moved out, right? Like, I was done. Y'all, I was so ill prepared to be out in the real world. I was ill prepared, y'all. I didn't know how to pay no bills. I didn't know nothing about credit. I didn't know. I mean, I heard the jokes, but honestly, I knew that if I didn't pay my car payment, the folks was going to try to come get my car. But here's the thing. They let me miss the first payment and they let me miss the second payment, right? They let me miss the third payment, but now they're coming to get my car. Oh, shoot. Okay. Maturity would have taught me, information would have taught me that you don't miss no one payment. You miss a one payment if it's an emergency, that's different, but you don't mess up your money. I almost said a different word, right? You don't mess off with your money, right? And then not have money to pay the bills that you're supposed to pay. You don't count on it, right? Like, what I was doing was, at the time, I was getting paid every week. Every week I got a paycheck, right? Every week. And it was more money than I had ever received in my life at 19 years old. And I was spending it, getting it, going shopping every week, y'all. I was in Old Navy. I was in, what's that other store, child? It used to be a shoe store. Hey, Valencia. Every week buying stuff, right? Like, buying stuff and not preparing to pay my car note or paying bills. Those are the things that make them productive. Those are the things that make them good. Like those are things that make them okay when they become adults, right? Taking care of their credit, understanding what interest is, understanding the stock market. Y'all, I still don't understand the stock market. I am learning that now. I'm learning that now at almost 40, right? But think of where I would be, my God. Think of where I would be right now at 39, almost 40, if I would have learned that stuff a long time ago, right? The focus is wrong in traditional school. I don't care. Again, I don't beat up teachers. I love teachers. I have teachers in the family. I'm friends with teachers. Teachers are amazing, right? Absolutely wonderful, right? Here's the thing. What they're teaching in school doesn't always prepare them for what they need when they become adults. Y'all, let's just be honest. Y'all be honest. Let's be honest. Let me talk to me. Let me know. Is this just me? Is this my story? Were you out there making it? Were you prepared? Talk to me. Nikki says life skills, right? There you go. Jessica says, whether you are homeschooling your child or not, it takes the parent participating to make their child succeed. You are absolutely right, Jessica. And there's the thing too. That's what I'm noticing more than anything else, right? Right now in this season right now. How many parents are frustrated with the fact that they have to do the day-to-day stuff with their child? And I'm sitting here thinking like, you don't know what your child is doing in school. You don't know what's happening in the classroom. I had a lady come to me the other day and say her child misbehaves. And when she talked to her teacher about it, just kind of mentioned it to her. The teacher says she does it all the time. And I've been sending you notes. I've been telling you that she misbehaves all the time. How do you not know that? How do you not know your baby? How? Your child is acting a fool at home. Guarantee they acting worse when they get in public. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? I know how my kids act when I leave here. When somebody tells me my kid is misbehaving, I'm like, don't surprise me. I'll address it. Because I know my children. I know their character. I know what they're going to do. Hey, Tiana. Let's see. I moved out at 16, although I still went to school and graduated. However, I had my own place and it absolutely grew me up. Wow, Jonisha. Let's see. Nikki says, I cannot see off this thing. I'm sorry, y'all. I say the same thing. I say the same. I say the same damn thing, girl. If I knew what I knew now, see, exactly, y'all. Be honest with me. We're going to have a transparency moment, y'all. I messed up. I messed up bad, y'all. I didn't know about budgeting. I didn't know anything. I was out there living my best life, broke as all get out. Getting a check every week, broke as all get out. I had no idea how to be an adult. I didn't know what it took. Here's the thing. I wanted to have a house by the time I was 25. My own house. Had no clue how to make it happen, right? No clue. None whatsoever. Didn't have the resources. And I'm sure thinking back now, knowing what resources out there are resources out there, but I didn't know how to get to them. I didn't know who to go with. And to be honest with you, as far as like first time homeowners, the things that we're seeing now in 2020, well, 2019, I don't know what's going to happen in 2020, but those things, I didn't see those like I did when I was in my 20s, right? Y'all, if I knew what I know now, and that's one of the reasons why we homeschool. My husband says it all the time. If I knew, Lord have mercy, if I knew, this is why we're homeschooling. So we can teach you. We have books that we teach about credit card, budget. We teach about all that. Hold on, y'all. I'm always grabbing books for y'all. I should be more prepared. Hold on. Somebody asked this question a while back. What books do you use? I found these books through Holden at Home. I've told you all about them. They're online co-op. This is the book that we're on right now because we're behind. But it talks about checkbooks, right? It has the kids write checks. It explains to them what checks are. How do you use them? When do you use them? Talks about balancing it, the balance sheet. Talks about all that good stuff. Bank account, okay? Tells you about the fact that, hey, if you ain't got the money in there, don't spend it, fam. How to keep track, what a bank statement is. Well, how a debit card works, how the chip works, how the whole online banking situation works, how it all works together, what a routing number is. I didn't know that, y'all. I didn't know that. How to budget, a whole little workbook. How to budget. I have this. If my cruise costs this much, then I need to save this much in these many months to make it happen. Okay? Y'all, credit card, child. Listen, let me tell you about my credit card. I got my first credit card when I was 19 years old, right? When I moved down here from Washington, right? I moved down here and I was supposed to get a check. My thought was I have one last check coming, right? So while I was down here, I needed some funds to kind of move around. So I had my credit card, y'all. I was taking cash off of my credit card. I was already high interest, right? Because I was 19, 20 years old with no credit, right? And then I was pulling cash out. So it was even higher interest than that, right? Y'all, it talks about all this stuff. All of this credit card math, basically. Talking about your credit score. Child, I didn't care. I did not care about any of this, but this is what I had. Bargain math. Bargain. Let me tell you what I am. This is my husband. But I'm not even gonna say I was going to tell my husband's business, but here it is. Talks about coupons and how it works. Y'all, I didn't know none of that. I didn't know any of that. All of that I'm learning now. Like as I'm getting further into adulthood, I'm learning. Hoden at Home is it's HOEDEN at Home, and it's an online co-op. Okay, you found it, Nikki. Let me know later on. But y'all, I didn't know, and that's the purpose of me homeschooling. Y'all have to stand in that. You have to stand strong, stand confident in the fact that you have made the decision for whatever reason. If your situation changes for any reason, so later on, right? Later on down the line, y'all homeschooling and things change and you decide to put them back in traditional school, that's okay as well, right? That is okay. But make your decision and stand strong on it, whether it's homeschooling or it's not. I'm homeschooling. This is why we're homeschooling. That's it. Okay. And then if you transition back to traditional school, now we traditional schooling. That's it. We don't have to talk about it. I don't have nothing to discuss with you. Why am I talking to you? Why are we discussing this? Why are we back in traditional school? We back because I put them back in there. What are we talking about it for? I don't have to explain that to you. I don't have to explain that to you. Let's see. Tiana says, woo, that first credit card though. Right, Tiana? I tore myself up with that first credit card. Wore it out. Tiana says, my mama told me, but I didn't listen. I saw it as free money and paying the minimum monthly payment, Lord. But at least you paid it. Tiana, I wasn't even paying it. Discover sent me a card right when I started college. Exactly. And that's, you know what? That's the same story of my husband. They sent him a credit card when he was in college, right? Freshman in college, no job. Freshman, no, like he ain't got no money, y'all. He ain't got nothing. Child, they were wearing him out. Do you hear me? They were wearing him out on that credit card. Jessica said, I would love to see the public school system to create mandatory life skills classes. This should be priorities before child graduates. You're absolutely right, Jessica. And here's the thing with that as well. As far as the life skills, even when they teach, they call it home ec and they teach like the basic cooking and all that good stuff. It's like, it's way bigger than that. Although cooking, some things cooking is important, right? But the society, home ec, the way it was back in the day is not for this society that is in 2020. Like home and life skills are way different than what they were in the 20s, right? Way different. They were basically in home ec. It was a class for women and they were grooming them to be wives, right? To be good wives and good mothers. Cook this, you clean this way, you sew this, right? They were grooming them for that. It's time out for all that. We need to figure all that out, refigure all of it, reconstruct. There we go. I did the same thing. See, still, I'm not the only one. Jonisha says, that's exactly what I've been teaching my children. I actually allow my daughter help with budgeting. Oh, that's good. Now, I don't allow my daughter to help with budgeting. However, I have opened, she has her own account and she knows how to do what she's supposed to do on that account. So that's good. Tiana says, girl, I was living my best life, rich with that $1,000 credit limit, straight swiping. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so Nikki says, I just put that whole series in my Amazon cart. Great share, Sean. You're welcome, Nikki. It took me 5 years to pay off my first year purchase freshman year. See, it's terrible, y'all. Hey, Angela. Hey, Sean, just joining. Let me know how I can get those books. I never knew they existed. Wow, I needed those. So these books are on Amazon. I'll show it. And oh, Houghton at Home, again, I keep talking about them because they're the bomb. So basically, let me explain again if this is your first time with me. The way Houghton works is it's an online co-op, okay? So you pay a monthly fee. I'm not sure what it is right now. I think it's still under $10. I don't think it's more than $10. But there's several different courses that the parents volunteer to teach. One of them is it's not money math. That's not what it's called. It's called something else. But these are the books that they're using to teach the kids. And so we purchased them after that. And then we were going to the class for a little bit and stopped going because of our schedule, even though you can watch archive videos. So even though it's recorded and you can watch it later on. But it's a great program, Houghton at Home, Hoeden at Home. They're on Facebook, and then you can get all the information from there. Sean, how do you keep a kindergarten who loves school focused on NTI learning? My granddaughter is so confused, and any tips? I try to make it fun. What is NTI, Teresa? Yeah, no, Houghton, Hoeden, Houghton. Wow. Who is Houghton? The website? Thank you. Okay, so Hoeden, they're on Facebook. They do have a website. What I would say is I'm wondering I should talk to Shelly and find out exactly how they want you to do that. Possibly you can go on the website and go from there and maybe get some information from there. Hoeden is how you spell it. Teresa, tell me what NTI learning is. Tell me what that is. And remember, when they're young like that, Teresa, it's a lot of learning via play, right? A lot of learning via play. Hey, am I right? You're welcome. Non-traditional instruction with the schools being out. Oh, okay. So like distance learning, Teresa, is what you're saying? It's going to be hard for a kindergartner to sit and do their work because they're kindergarten. They want to sit down, right? What I would suggest is breaking up the time limit. So if you can maybe do 15 minutes lessons at a time, instead of making her sit for long periods of time, make her sit for, oh, you've got packets that are sent home. Okay. So she's not going online or anything like that. I would have her sit 15 minutes at a time and do a lesson. So, okay, sweetheart, we're going to sit down for 15 minutes and we're going to do math. Okay. If you get this done, then we can take a break and go do something else and come back to it later. Okay. 15 minutes, no more than 15 minutes. She doesn't have to sit there and do a packet, be there for an hour, 2 hours. That's too much to ask for a kindergartner, to be honest with you. I don't even have my 10-year-old sit that long. My 10-year-old sits for 15-minute increments on his subject. So 30 minutes total, but 15-minute increments. So does anybody else have any questions for me? I'm gonna refresh to see, because Facebook be tripping, fam. This has been a good talk, y'all. Yes, that's the website, Nikki. Yeah, go to the website, and I think it has instructions for you there. So you'll join. And again, I joined when it was in the beta phase, so it was in the very beginning. And mine is only $5 a month, and we have access to the course. But I still think at one point it raised to like $7. But I still believe that it's under $10. I don't think it's any more than that. But basically, whatever course they had, ISL, they had ASL, they had real math, real consumer math. I don't remember what it was called. They have all kind of history courses. They use the who is or who what was books for that. They have somebody teaching a course on Legos, and I think it's math. They do Life of Fred. They do Learn Math Fast. And so what they do, Learn Math Fast with that one is they go into a Zoom room, right? And a teacher comes on and teaches math using the Learn Math Fast books. So it's an actual teacher in a Zoom room doing like that. And you can do it via Zoom. And then if you can't get there, like while they're doing it at that point, you can actually watch the archive. And that's what we end up doing, because the way the schedule is different from ours. but they have ELA courses. They were doing a course on Grammar Galaxy. A parent was teaching Grammar Galaxy, and it was on the screen, and they were doing it together. It's really good. It's a really good program. So if that's something you're interested in, you need to outsource some things. That's definitely something to do. Yeah, check it out, Nikki. It's pretty good. I got the books from Amazon. That's correct. All right, y'all, my husband's on here. He said he was coming to troll me. Sorry, I stepped away. Is it spelled Holden? Nope, it's spelled Holden, Hoeden. I might be able to type it in without knocking my phone over, y'all. Hold on, Instagram. Holden at home. Yeah, it's really good, Nikki. Really good. I think that's it. HoldenAtHome.com. It's really good. It's a really good system, really good program. Jump in, get whatever information that you're in, and then keep it moving. They've got a good support team for the parents to go in. Some of the kids are connecting. They do connect with each other. Unfortunately, again, because we're not on the live classes anymore, really, we don't get to connect with anyone else, but it's a good program. It's definitely something to look into. And they have all kind of courses. I think at one point they do Bible courses, but at one point they were doing like little kids ballet. Somebody was on there teaching little kids ballet. But you have all different options when it comes to that. So definitely look into Holden. It's a really good option, especially if you're still trying to find your wings and figure out exactly what you want to do. It's kind of it could be a space holder in the meantime, but they'd still be learning. My kids are fighting. Do you hear them? Babe, come get your kid. They're fighting. He's on my live, y'all. Your kids, come get them. Does anybody have any questions for me? So listen, I did cook dinner today, right? But it wasn't ready in time. It's still in the crock pot. So we're eating late again tonight. I'm trying, y'all. We went to bed earlier. Thank y'all so much for the well wishes and all that good stuff and the good ideas, the tea and ginger and the hot pot and all that good stuff, because I am feeling 100% better today. I don't know what the problem was yesterday, but I was feeling terrible yesterday. If you heard me in the live, I was not feeling good. But I'm feeling 100% better. I don't know what it was. He talking about, hey girl, hey, hashtag guru click. Y'all, my husband's a clown. He's a straight clown. Does anybody want to ask my husband some questions? I know how to get him off of here. Does anybody want to ask my husband some questions? Just reply under his comment. Instagram, do you have anything? Yes, Nikki, I'm on Facebook at the same time. Yep, that kept me from being on, y'all. I was on live when I was doing it separate. So I was doing Facebook first, and I was 9 to 9:45, and then I would come to Instagram, and it was like I wouldn't get off of there until 10:30, 10:45, y'all. It was too late, and it was a lot. It was taxing. And then the conversation on Facebook would always be bomb and fire, right? And then I get to Instagram and be tired. It wouldn't be as good. Thank you. I appreciate it, Nikki. But yeah, I tell you how you can get my husband off there. Y'all, he'll reply under his comments and ask him a question. He'll get ghost real quick. Him shy. Him shy-ish, should I say. You meet him in public, you know he's not shy. Talks to walls and everything. He's so friendly. Does he help with homeschooling? Okay. So the real, Nikki, all right, babe, you might want to get off of here. The real, I have asked my husband to teach history because he enjoys history. And if you know what I've been telling you, you know I have outsourced history. So that's that. I have asked my husband to teach our daughter how to drive. She drives my car all of the time with me in the passenger seat. So, you know how that's going. He talking about womp, womp, womp. But yeah, he is supposed to assist with the education part. He does help when it comes to the entrepreneur side of it and getting the boys involved in that good stuff. But when it comes to the formal education of it, he does not. That is true. Being truthfully honest, I wish it was better. We've had conversations. The intent is there. Unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't happen. How does he like being a work from home dad with homeschoolers? Child, he don't care because he gets to go out of town. Nigga, he don't care. Every time, listen, for the last, okay, so we've been on stay at home, right? Stay safe at home, right? And every time he leaves the house, I'm like, child, you taking one of these kids with you. Like, you're not leaving all three of them here with me. We've been here every day, all week. We not talking to nobody else, like besides, our family on the phone. We're not getting any other interaction. You taking one of these kids with you out of town. Like, they're going. Y'all, every time he slips up out the house, oh, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go. And I'm stuck with the three kids every time, y'all, every time. I just said that to him last night. You came home yesterday and you slept right out of here without them kids, didn't you? The goal is for him to take one of the kids with him, especially the boys, because I know there are things that he can teach them that I will never be able to teach him. But he keeps avoiding, like he's like a master of disguise. Like, he's like, oh, bye, babe, I gotta go, give me a kiss and walk out the door. And then 30 minutes later, I'm like, hey, wait a minute. That's me being transparent, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I might have to fight with him later on because I'm telling on him, but hey, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Won't, won't. Hey, Angel, LOL, is he going to start a homeschool for men? My husband is interested, but he needs that male influence. Okay, so he is not going to start a homeschool for men. However, I have talked him into doing a live with another homeschool dad. Hopefully I'll get that done with Thea D. Thea D's on live. Hey, y'all. With Thea D's husband, they're supposed to come live and talk to the homeschool dads. One day, there's been some things happening and transpiring, and it's just a bunch going on. But I will get that done for you because that's not the first time that has been asked for. Sounds like my husband. Yeah, fired, Tiana. They fired. My husband talking about, you will not trash me on this book. I'm a good father in most cases. Babe, you're a good father in all cases. You just get on my nerves. Come get these kids. Let's see. Okay, I thought it was just my hubby. No, the intent, again, guys, the intent is for him to do it. His schedule, honestly, to be very honest with you, it doesn't necessarily permit it. Like it doesn't. I mean, y'all, it really doesn't, to be very honest with you. That's why I only gave him 2 things, right? That's all I only gave him 2 things, but it doesn't permit it, to be honest with you. Every time I look up, he gone. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're like, wait, where'd you go? Wait. But yeah, the intent is for him to teach some things. He is good at life skills. He really is. He's really, really good at that. That is his thing. He's had it figured out for years. However, it took me a minute to get it. When he was worried about, credit and all that stuff and getting all that stuff situated, savings and all that, child, I was out there living my best life, spending money I didn't have. So he definitely has a better mind in that particular area. To the store for a walk. He said, yeah, right? Just out the door, right? Just out the door. And just says, yay, let me know in advance so I can get it on my husband's schedule. Okay. It will probably be in my Facebook group so that they can just be candid and not worry about it being all in front of everybody. I'm in Irving, Texas. Do you know of any homeschool conventions in the DFW area? There were some, Jessica, in March, but they canceled them due to March and April, but they canceled them due to the pandemic. They're all online now. Yep, there were some. Let's see. Child, I'm the muscle. She's the brains. That's what he said. It's true. Y'all, Thea knows me more personal than anyone else on this live. And well, that's not true. My husband's here, but Thea knows me pretty well. And Thea's like, oh, Sean, I need you to get my kids together. How you get your kids together? Child, if y'all was in this house, you would be like, she don't have it together. Her husband has it together. It's like I always threaten him, like, all right, I'm gonna call your daddy. All right, I'm gonna get your daddy. Do I need to tell your daddy? Or like when it's bedtime and they talking and acting up, I'll be like, excuse me, do I need to tell your daddy to come in there? Y'all, he's sitting right there next to me. I'm gonna send your daddy in there, keep playing. I'm gonna send him in there, keep playing. He's sitting there right there next to me, looking at me like, what? I'm not getting up, I'm not going in there. Let's see, I got an email for one online yesterday. What you mean? What you talking about, Thea? Child, Thea, I'm not organized. Thea's the bomb. Thea got it all together. Thea is the bomb, y'all. Again, y'all see my life, right, for 45 minutes. Okay. Y'all hear me come on here every day and say it's 9:45 and I haven't fed my kids. That tells you that I do not have it together. Oh, you got one for the online conference. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, there's online conferences right now, Jessica. If you're looking for two good ones, again, you know, the one is the Homeschool Summit, right? We talked about that. You can go on my website. I'll post the link on both of them in the comments. But those are good as well. Y'all, I don't have it together. I am a true mama, homeschooling mama for real. Walk around in my pajamas all day long, literally put a shirt on and a bandana on before my lives, cooking dinner, forgetting to wash clothes. Kitchen is a mess. Did not tell you to clean that up 18 times already before. Like, that is true. That's me. Like, no joke. I'm no different than you. I promise to God, I'm no different than you. So, yep, that's all it takes. I'm gonna call your daddy. He's straight right up. Yeah. And that's usually what it is. And see, when he's out of town, they know too. If I say, you know what, if I call your daddy, you know, it's going to be a big deal. Cause then they know he going to come home and he ain't gonna ask no questions. Cause I said it happened. It happened. He ain't gonna ask no questions. Planners mean you got it together. Oh, well, child, I ain't got it together. I ain't got it together at all. I pretend very well. Ask my husband. I pretend very well. But I am a true homeschooling mama. I'm just like y'all. I promise I'm just like y'all. Somebody ripped out my book. See, what I tell y'all about my books? My kids, they bad. My kids be misbehaving, y'all, when I'm not looking. Hey, the oven is going off. Did Yanni get the cornbread out? No, I don't know. I'm in here. Don't come in here. They gonna see you in your underwear. Don't you come in here. Because you know I'm on live. Now he mad because I said that. Yep, you're in good company. Yep, that's all it takes. Yep, there you go. All right, y'all. In fact, she is who she says she is. Oh, thank you, babe. I mess up just like y'all. I'm for real. I jack it up big time. I try my hardest, but I jack it up. Talking about fact, she is who she says she is. Y'all, I'm a true homeschooling mama. Running businesses, forgetting stuff, forgetting payments, forgetting laundry, forgetting chores, forgetting my kids' names sometimes. I mean, what's your name? Come over here and do. That's usually how it happens. Irritated, putting myself on timeout, going to bed early and leaving them up with him. That's what I do, me. To be honest with you, when it comes to him, see, he think he nickel slick, but he not. When he comes home, especially on Fridays, I shut down. It'd be 7, 8 o'clock in the night. I shut it down. I go to the bedroom and close the door. It's him and the kids can have it. I don't care how the house looks. I'm gonna fight you. He talking about she feeds us cold cuts just like every other American mom and wife. All right, Mr. Taylor, you're excused. You can dismiss yourself now. Goodbye. Be blessed. See you when you get home. You're excused, sir. Thank you. Your services. Thank you for your services. Your services are no longer needed. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Tell him again. Thea got my back. Thea said, no, she don't. Y'all, he cuts up. He is the sugar to my salt. Y'all see me all joyful and happy, like la 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 la, but I'm super tightly wound. Ask Thea. I'm very tightly wound, and he is the one who is not. It works out well for us. All right, so listen, I'm gonna get off of here and feed my kids. Y'all know what time it is. Let's see. Janisha says I have 7 children and they all have J names. Imagine how that goes. Unsuccessful, Janisha. You, because you looking at me. I'm talking to you. Come here. I'm a head out. He talking about I'm a head out. Bye. I love you. See you soon. All right, y'all. I'm gonna jump off of here. Tomorrow we will talk about the post that I posted, right? The post about socialization, the difference between socialization and civilization. My good friend and mentor mentioned that to me. when I first started this journey. And when she said that, it made sense to me. And ever since, that's been my motto. I don't care about socialization. I care about civilization. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow, okay? Bring your questions, all that good stuff. Yes, I'm feeding my kids right now. Thea, don't fuss at me. Don't fuss, Thea. Don't do it. Yeah, they have not eaten. Dinner is ready. I think it's in the crock pot. But yeah, they haven't eaten yet. Don't fuss. Y'all are welcome. I will see y'all tomorrow again for day 18 of your free homeschool coaching at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Don't forget, if you have not purchased your ticket to the Multi-Ethnic Homeschool Moms Conference, you have 2 days. April 3rd is the last day. SeanTheHomeschoolGuru.com/MHMC. Y'all are welcome. I will see y'all tomorrow, all right? I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me. Good night, guys. Facebook, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys. I will see y'all again tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time to chop it up with you. Y'all have a good night. Get some rest. I'm going to have a glass of wine and fix my kids' plate. Don't fuss, y'all. See y'all later. Bye.